I say, I'm requesting man hours. That's public information. See what the man hours are. You put man hours, that tell you what he's spending out here. And a couple weeks before that, that public works department guy, he says they're paying him $8,000 an hour. Yeah. Well, wait a minute now. $624,000.
That means they have like 3 million hours. No, wait.
Yeah.
Whenever the leaves fall, and there'll be piles of leaves here and there, and kind of kills out everything, and then, you know, then the sun comes and, you know, scorches the ground also.
If the leaves aren't raked up in a timely manner, it basically kind of blocks out the sun and the elements to actually allow the other ground cover to take over.
Yes.
So, in your opinion, would this ground cover be and this tree, are these compatible or maybe not the best choice?
They are, but you just have to.
It's maintenance.
Yeah,
Maintenance.
maintenance.
Just maintenance.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you one here. Man, this ground here, at least this ground cover here is decent here.
But it's okay. You can't give me the people walking. No. Where they walk the scale.
Yeah, but she should be on broom by now, right?
Yeah.
Is this a safety issue as well?
I would think so.
Anything over the sidewalk?
Oh yeah.
I poke my eye, or any kid, or you know?
Yeah. Kid zipping by on his bike.
I gotta take a picture of myself. 22,000.
Yeah.
19. This is what the city, the inspectors, in other words, the contract is out to the contractor, the biggest amount of money. The city is saying, we're gonna hire a inspector, or our inspector's gonna go out here and check this, tell you what needs to be done, what not to be done. The inspector, this is his payroll, his hours that he's turning in. This is what the city is turning in.
Those are hours or dollars?
Dollars, I'm sorry.
Okay.
This is the dollar amount that he's turning in to say he's coming out here to inspect
For just this district?
Yeah.
So he's charging $22,000 just to look at your district, to say, this tree.
This, but has he? That's my point.
Right.
you turning it in, but you know you aren't. If you were doing your job, you'd come in and say, well, you know what, at so and so and so and so address, so and so.
There's a tree that's blatantly dead for at least 6 months, I would say, if not longer. Because this kind of deterioration is not happening.
No, that's part of his job. That's what the inspector does.
I can't have water being wasted. So they went ahead and patched it, and just so the water would stop running everywhere. But then the actual restoring it back to its pre-disaster state,
But
you might have some collateral damage from the plants
well,
you do want to
if
keep.
you spray them, then they're gonna die. But then you have that, you know, dryness.
You have that dead,
it's
ugly
still
weed.
gonna be there. It's not.
Right now you have living ugly weeds.
Right.
Yeah,
By
exactly.
spraying them right now, you just end up with dead ugly weeds.
So you have to hand pick them.
So at this point where we stand, we're looking at there's going to be, you know, some manual labor, getting on hands and knees to
Right.
plop up all these ugly weeds.
Right.
But once it's set up at, you know, the acceptable level where it should be, and then you just do ongoing maintenance with the Roundup or whatever fertilizer or sprays are, then you don't have to worry about as much as the manual labor. It's mainly drive by or walk by with the spray.
And if the ground cover is fed like it's supposed to be,
Applies to houses, applies to plumbing.
Anything. City said we want plants. We say that's good for one. We don't have plants. They'll come in. We'll submit it to them. What type of plant? We'll submit everything has to be submitted to the plant. What they got going. Anything.
Yeah.
Then the whole neighborhood.
Because the assumption is I'm paying taxes, they're supposed to take care of it. I paid my money, where's my value?
How do you not see this?
To do it.
with some companies they have so many contracts that they just don't have time for everything.
Then why did they bid on it?
It's time constraint, you know.
But again, if I pay you money and you say yes, I'll do it.
Right.
You're obligated to do it. You're in breach of contract if you don't do it.
If I have to come hunting you down and you give me a, oh, I didn't have enough people to do it, that's an excuse.
That's your loss.
That's a lame excuse.
Agree to this. My point is, you agree to whatever, the landscape district, you taking money.
Yes.
And in our case, $624,000, and we all agreed once.
Yes.
Me and you could do this for 2 years. We'd have this place shining.
Yep.
So my point is, you have no excuse.
Right.
You
dictated the standards, you dictated the policy, you
You
dictated the contractor. It's all on you. You usurp your role as middleman in saying you're going to control this, and that's why you're collecting the money.
And it's not overwhelming. I told them it's plenty of money for you to take care of this.
Be a lot more work up front, but once you have it, you're religiously monitoring this and maintaining it on a monthly basis. After the first month, you're getting rid of all the really bad stuff.
What it's supposed to do.
Right.
That just ain't been done. What you've done, came in here, now you're trying to pass the responsibility onto the homeowner because he's concerned about how his home looks.
Yeah, basically. Okay.
That's
So
she's behind.
So 1,400 homes times $300 a year.
On an average, what they go by is
Square footage. Okay, so on average, so $300 a month or $25 a house per month. Sorry. So 1,400 homes times $25 per home every month. Could you take care of that for that price?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
now granted, for a small proprietor like yourself, that might be your entire job. You would have to, you couldn't go on the other side of town and do the jobs over there. But if you knew you got to do contracts like that, you would be more apt to expand your business, saying,
There's more than one neighbor. It looks like they've 1, 2, they've done 3, they've done it 4.
You get Melrose tax, you're aware of that, and that's for landscaping.
Right, we don't get that service though. We don't.
No, you don't get it,
Are you getting
but
that?
you're paying the money though. This is our argument. We've been going to the city council meetings trying to get them to get out here and make sure that they take care of this contract.
Right.
it's either you take the money and provide the service that you're taking the money for, or stop collecting the money and saying you guys on your own.
Look at them.
That's another $5 bill.
Well, you're doing better than what they're doing.
We, honestly, us four, walking this sidewalk for an hour, we'd have this 50
Oh,
spend.
stop it. Hey, and if it was for $624,000?
Rare flowering love thistle plant or something? So here's this plant that's been here obviously for a couple months. And in 2 seconds, we took care of the problem.
That's how easy, done deal. That's how easy it is.
You're on a bicycle, you're on a stroller, you're a senior citizen with a cane.
Well, evidently the city been out here.
They marked it.
Yep.
They know about it. But see, here we go again. They know, but they don't do anything.
Earth when we have broken sprinkler lines up and down the street.
That is very wet.